We are Bunk Collective, and we are podcasts that'll shake the podcast industry. No, wait, that's overpromising. We are Bunk Collective, and we're here to define meaningful storytelling. Nah, doesn't feel right. We are Bunk Collective, and we're here to make meaningful moments. Scratch that. You know what? Let's just say it like it is. We are Bunk Collective, podcasts that came to play.
A bunch of playful and creative people telling our stories on our own terms.
No matter your type of podcast, there's a ton to play with.
Like Siligang sa Gabi,
Coping with Carissa,
Kinka,
Cinephiles,
These Drunken Midnights,
Haynayan at Agham,
Gam Chat,
Pinoy Pod Superstar,
Biology,
Bulalo Sessions,
Thinking Out Loud with Chad,
Chastrology, The Bachelor's Podcast,
The Stories I Wish You Heard, The Shippers,
Woe or No,
Huwag Kang Lilingon,
Miss M on Air,
Creepsilog,
The Tito and the Hijo,
The Kimbap Show,
It's Alas Juicy,
Pod Surfing,
and Taratambay.
and there's a lot more joining the collective real soon.
So press play and play with us.
We're here to give you a good time.
Yee! Kumain ka na? Kwentuhan tayo. In 3, 2, once upon a time, may mga islands. May balangay, may baybayin, tapos may dumating. Ni hao! Ketal? Konnichiwa! Hello! And so, andito na nga tayo. How do you feel about being Filipino? What do you feel about Filipino culture? Ay,
Daming feelings. Kaya, what if, baka naman, malay natin.
we can take the power back. Dama ko, lahi ko. A call to celebrate Filipino culture through our 5 senses. Every June 12, Araw ng Kalayaan, or kahit buong buwan, deserve natin yan. Pasok, ma'am, sir! Ang 5 pandama. Paningin. Paningin celebrates Filipino sites through photos, videos, and visual arts. Paningin. Pandinig. Pandinig celebrates Filipino sounds and music. Pandinig. Panlasa. Panlasa celebrates Filipino food and drink across 7,641 islands and beyond. Panlasa. Pangamoy. Pangamoy celebrates Filipino scents in nature, food, and more. Pangamoy. Pansalat. Pansalat celebrates Filipino touch and textures through creation and craft. Pansalat. Celebrate and share using the hashtag Damako, Lahi Ko. Sige na please. Filipino culture and creativity can uplift every Filipino. If we can see it, hear it, taste it, smell it, touch it, we can live it, we can love it, we can share it with the world.
Damako, lahi ko.
Damako, lahi ko.
Damako, lahi ko.
Damako, lahi ko.
Damako, lahi ko. Damako, lahi ko.
Damako, lahi ko.
Damako, lahi ko.
Damako, lahi ko.
Damako, lahi ko.
We're here for Wear Your Story, a discussion about the business and relevance of t-shirts. So I'm your host. My name's Thysz Estrada, and we are joined by our distinguished guests for this day of creativity and learning about the business of t-shirts. So let's do a roll call of our guests. Just say hi when I call you. First up is Chad Nimor of Nick Automatic. Hi, Chad.
Hello. What's up?
Hi. All right. Thank you so much. Next is Madge Veloso of Episodes. Hi, Madge.
Hi guys. Hi, my name is Madge. I'm from episodes Third World and also Stockroom. Ay, hindi ko pala Stockroom.
Okay, thank you. Jowee, Alviar of Team Manila, and Daily Grind.
Hi, good evening. Hi,
Good evening,
everyone.
Jowee. And last, Vince and Emil of DBTK.
Hello, guys.
Woohoo! Okay, so we're complete. We have 5 guests here, all from very iconic t-shirt and streetwear brands in the country. So I'm very happy to be in this discussion with all of you. Just a bit of a background. I'm your common Filipino streetwear enthusiast, someone who would buy shirts when I see them, if I see them interesting. And I've always liked the community that's built around your brands, no? So that's something that I'm very interested in knowing. And you guys, we're in the perfect opportunity to talk about Filipino creativity and business in the Philippine context. We're celebrating Independence Day soon, and I believe this will be released around that time. And because of that, we are talking about this in the context of creativity and business, highlighting the Filipino talent. And that's you. You guys are on the forefront of that. So I'm so interested in knowing your story. How has it been creating and maintaining a business in the time of a global pandemic, as well as what is the future that's in store for this kind of business. So, wag ma-pressure. Ano lang, chill lang to. But I'm very interested to learn about what you can share to our listeners and viewers. Okay, so first question. I would need a short intro about yourself and your brand. Basically, take us through a short history of when it started and where it's based, etc. What you want to make cuento about your brand. Let's start with Chad, who is, I believe, in Cebu right now.
Yes, I am in
Yeah.
Cebu right now, and again, I'm Chad Nimor of Nicatomatic and also the No Good Crew store, and we have a manufacturing business which is called Top Shelf Threadworks. So I will talk about Nicatomatic. So Nicatomatic started at around 2009 or 10, I'm not sure. Kasi before we just did selling lang talaga, like guerrilla style selling, na we just visited our friends and then showed them our t-shirts, parang ganun. And then yun lang, we started really small, like the tagline of DBTK na dream big, start small. So I can really relate to that. So yun lang. Regarding naman sa sa Nick Automatic, I am the chief financial officer. So ako lang talaga yung sa sidelines pa. So I am just looking out for my brother sa sidelines, and at the same time I'm also responsible on adding some details kasi mas more on sa sa details ng t-shirt other than the printing. So the sizing, yung mga sa silhouettes and everything. So that's it. That's me.
I got to interact with your brand around the time that you guys started. So
really?
I'm good friends with your brother, Nicolo,
Nice.
and because your brother is very kind, and also I'm good friends with Nish Dumlao.
Yeah.
He would start giving me shirts, and I would often wear Nick Automatic um, and proclaim that I'm supporting a Bisaya brand. So it's a matter of pride for me wearing your brand here in Manila, in Luzon. So I would always start my conversations that way, that there is talent somewhere beyond Metro Manila. So great job, guys. I've followed you since the very beginning, and you are flying the flag high for the regional creatives. Let's go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go to Madge next. Can you introduce your brand to our audience?
Hey guys, my name is Madge Veloso of Episodes and the Third World. So I'm gonna start with the Third World muna.
Yes.
So yes, the Third World is just it's a local community. Like it started in 2012 by a bunch of people, including me. And it only started on Facebook as a discussion and share group. You know, where you share your thoughts, ideas, and outfits. It was basically just that. And then we were promoting local brands like Progress, Unschooled, and the brands in the deck Ronak. They had stores there, so there were a bunch of stores like Terminal and even Titan was there before. So that's where the community basically started. And also DBTK actually. Yun din. One of the first few brands our community also promoted and supported along the way. And then fast forward to 2014, we decided to expand and make a website and all social media pages just to promote these local brands, and then so on and so forth. The community grew on Facebook organically, and then yeah, fast forward to now. I actually fast forward to 2017 and 2018. We've had a couple of events where the local brands gathered all together just to celebrate, like, just to like no get to know each other, like the people in the community. So it was basically a gathering and everyone made new friends. So yeah, nakakamiss siya. And yeah, episodes actually is my brand naman na started in 2018. Of course it is a young brand compared to the other brands, and marami ring nag-a-ask, Madge, bakit ngayon ka nag-start ng brand? And then, sabi ko, kasi I really wanted to make a brand before, kaso lang, I didn't know what to call it, like, siguro I was pressured na, oh, baka hindi maganda yung brand name and everything like that. But, ayun, as time went by naman, it just, I just woke up and then I wanted to make a brand and call it Episodes and base it on what my friends were going through and my personal life experiences. So yeah, and so on, like stories of the people around me, just not mine. And with every release, I wanted to give it a meaning and the story, kasi it's very important to me. And of course, yung mga inspiration ko sa episodes, it's been the OG brands from before, and syempre may halong onting Stussy and Palace and Supreme, but mostly local because, iba talaga yung stories ng mga local brands natin. And yun, I'm happy that, we're all in one community and we're talking about this right now. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Madge.
Yes.
The Third World, for me, is the most influential online community for streetwear in the Philippines. And
Thank
I
you.
may dare say that the Third World not only is for streetwear, but for fashion as well. So,
Yes.
ang laki ng impact ng... I've been writing and following local fashion and streetwear for a long time. And for the most part, the very best opinions that I want to hear na organic come from discussions in the third world. So would you believe that even before we met Madge, there have been many, many, many times that I had to use the third world for research. So what a
Nice.
fantastic resource for people who want to get into it, no? And want to understand the community. And episodes, of course, I cannot forget how we met. That was through Pervier in Makati.
Yeah.
Fantastic event. I miss it so much too.
One of my
Um,
favorites.
one absolutely. I can't forget how
Yes.
crazy that night was. Um,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So let's move on to Vince and Emil. Guys, can you tell us a little bit more about DBTK, its origins? Hi, I mean, I'm sure you have been asked this question so many times, but for the benefit of everyone watching, yeah.
So, ayun, ako si Vince, co-owner and na creative director of DBTK. And I'm Emil, co-owner din and CEO of DBTK. So yun, actually nag-start yung DBTK 2012. Pero high school dream ko na siya. High school dream 2006. Parang dream ko siya nung kapag siguro gumraduate ako ng college, which is parang yun talaga yung nangyari. Pero dito pa ako kasi dati sa isa banda. So nagda-drums ako, ako. So dati sobrang idol ko Urban Dub or yung Yellow Card, etc. And parang nakikita ko yung clothes nila is parang alam mo hindi mo siya mabibili kahit saan eh. So parang doon ko nakita yung parang opportunity for me rin na kasi hindi ako pagdating sa school, hindi ako yung sasabihin na parang matalino or what. Athlete kami dati naging athlete kami ni Kuya. And siguro yun lang yung pinaka-strength namin before. Kaya parang dati sinasabi ng parents sa amin na maging lang kayo, pwede kayo magturo ng taekwondo. And tapos siguro nung pa-college na, doon ako mas naging aware sa maraming bagay kasi sa CSB, ang course ko is culinary arts. And marami akong mga friends din dati na sila sa sneakers. So nagtry kami ni Kuya gumawa ng parang resell shoe, nag-shoe resell kami. Tapos after a year, after 2 years, actually pupunta ako ng Divisoria, pupunta ako ng Quiapo, bumibili ako ng mga Nike SB na shirt, yung mga ganyan para lang makabenta using Multiply. And yun, actually doon ako pinaka nagkulat. Nakilala yung Multiply ko. Bumibili dati sa akin sila Ron Henley, yung parang mga kilala sa hip-hop scene na bumibili. Na ako dati wala akong idea kasi puro taga Vito Cruz sila. So nagkataon na naging friends nila. Tapos yun nung gagraduate na ako ng college, nag-usap kami ni Kuya na parang gusto kong simulan kung ano yung dream ko nung high school, which is to build the brand. And isa sa mga naging influence talaga natin, artwork, Team Manila, Daily Grind, Nick Automatic, na parang eto feeling ko may enjoy ko at the same time feeling ko magiging good business siya. And kasi syempre ibang-iba na yung ngayon. Dati naman alam mo hindi makikita pero sobrang positive lang talaga ng mindset namin. Kaya talagang pinush namin kahit wala kaming idea. Wala kaming idea kung paano talaga yung sa silk screen, about sa graphic design, wala kaming idea. And lahat yun talagang ginapang namin through internet rin talagang tutuusin. So yun, 2012, tas ngayon 9 years na rin yung DBTK, and until now, ine-enjoy namin yung journey ng brand.
Actually, ang meron lang kami dati is yung vision namin. Kasi parang, yun nga nung ni-start namin kasi yung DBTK, magka-graduate pa lang kami ng college. So parang nung na-share nga sa akin ni Vince yun, ako mismo bilang aspiring businessman na nagkaroon dati ng mini grocery na nalugi. Nag-isip din talaga nung sinabi ni Vince yun. Ako mismo, for me, positive siya kasi parang sabi ko, since andito na rin tayo sa line ng fashion, nag-retail tayo ng mga sapatos and all, naisip ko rin na what if we make our very own brand? Kasi kapag gumawa ka ng sarili mong brand, ikaw na yan eh. Kumbaga, magre-reflect sa kung ano man yung gusto mong mangyari. May re-reflect mo siya dun sa kung ano yung brand mo. So, we thought of having our own clothing line. Then, yun, parang, yun dun pa lang sa branding, talaga pinag-isipan na namin eh. Yung hindi namin, parang, dapat kapag gagawa tayo ng brand name, yun na yun, dapat may impact. Ano ba yung gusto natin mismong message na ibigay? Hindi lang nalilimit dito sa Philippines, but hopefully sa ibang bansa din. So yun, we thought of DBTK, don't blame the kids, para at least regardless kahit nasan mo paikutin yung mundo, may intindihan ng mga tao kung ano ibig sabihin ng don't blame the kids. So yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story, Vince and Emil. Nung una kayong lumabas sa eksena, it actually shook up a lot of things. And I think for the absolute better. Because here comes a brand with such a solid point of view. And, you know, like at that point, some of the brands that have come out, nagkakaroon na sila ng identity crisis. Medyo nasa 5th year na ng operation yung iba. And then you come out and then like such a solid, you know, there's such an integrity to the brand that you created, which I absolutely love. So as an observer, that was truly appreciated, and I think isa yun sa mga landmark moments ng streetwear history, I believe. So you guys are, you know, well on your way. Imagine on your 10th year. It just proves that when you have that kind of integrity in your brand, you will go a long way. So yung mga sinare nyo kanina, it bode well for the future of your brand since you started it. So we'll talk more about that later, about creativity and business. But we're gonna go to our granddaddy. I don't know. Maybe tayo na lang, Jowee, ang makaintindi ng mga time na ang Team Manila ay pinagbobotohan ang mga design sa Pinoy Exchange. Pero that's to me, that's a core memory ng love ko for Filipino fashion. No? That imagine for the first time, a consumer would feel that he or she is involved in the design and production process of his or her favorite brand. So to me, that's something that's truly life-changing. But you have the floor, Jowee. Take us through a quick history of Team Manila and Daily Grind. Yeah, take it away. You're on mute, Jowee. Okay, let's do that again.
Hi, thanks, Thysz.
Hi.
I'm Jowee Alviar of Team Manila and Daily Grind. I'm the creative director of Team Manila and Team Manila Graphic Design Studio. My co-founder is Mon Punzalan. We're both from UST. So that's where we started. We're both fine arts advertising students in the 90s. Wanting to, parang discovering the graphic design, saka having our own design business. So yung t-shirt fashion business was not really in our plans. So we wanted to design like album packaging, create music videos, stuff like that. So, but during early 2000, we started the design studio 2001. And then yung t-shirt started in 2005. We were just creating shirts for our friends as giveaway. So kuwari Team Manila Graphic Design Studio, and then give it away to like our friends pag holiday or our clients, up to parang may nakakita na media. I think that's Preview Magazine. And then na-feature yung giveaway namin. And then from there, we started from sa garahe sa Ecoville. So we were selling our shirts in the small, parang 4x4 square meter store. it's a townhouse, tapos natutulog kami dun sa taas. Sa harap, nagde-design kami sa likod na studio, nag-screen kami sa baba. Tapos nagbebenta kami, saka nakikipagkwentuhan sa customers namin sa harap. So that's how we started. And then that was 2005. And then and then eventually did malls, like pop-up shops, collaborations. Now we're on our 16th year. So yeah, and then it's nice to see like the growth of our community, the growth of like the new brands. So really inspiring. So that's how we started. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that, Joey. I remember the Ecoville days so well. Did you know that a friend rented out your unit when you guys left? So I had actually some time to explore your your home in Ecoville for some time then before nung umalis na kayo. But yeah, it was such a core memory siya ng youth ko in Manila since napaka-interesting talaga ng eksena noon. Noon talaga. Napaka-interesting. Okay, so we've heard all of your backstories. Let's go straight ahead to the questions that we've prepared for you. A very quick Q&A on the reason why. So the t-shirts, we all know, has a fantastic history of coming from just an undergarment in the 19th century and into a piece of clothing that's globally the most produced in the world. So it wasn't even considered a piece of actual clothing before, but now it's the most worn, the most sold, the most created piece of clothing. So why did you choose the t-shirt as an anchor product for your brands? A quick answer to this question lang. Let's start with Chad.
At first, it started out as a vision lang, yung early vision in Nicotomatic na we just wanted to see people wearing our clothes. And it's that simple. So, what is the most available, tapos the most easy way to do this is do screen printing. Dati, yung ginagawa namin, yung parang hindi talaga ine-expose yung t-shirt sa yung parang kinukulit talaga. Like the green thing. I forgot what it's called.
Oh my God,
Tapos,
yes.
Oh, yeah.
So hard. Green film. Yes.
The green film, yeah.
What green film?
Sorry. Yeah, we
Green
did
film,
that
yes.
before. Yeah, so yun, we chose the t-shirt kasi yun yung available lang kahit saan May makikita lang kami na guitar na t-shirt sa Metro. So, binili lang namin. Tapos, bili kami siguro mga 10 pieces, then gawa. Yun lang. So, it's easy kasi if it's t-shirt, it's very accessible. Yeah.
So, yun yung sa inyo. It was more of an ease and access thing. Okay. So, thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, let's go to Madge. Why a t-shirt? Was it also a convenience thing?
Yes, it is a factor, and also kasi it's already a fashion staple. So diba? It's already a fashion staple around the world, and then yeah, I mean it goes easy with anything, diba? Anything you'd wear. T-shirt tapos pair with shorts or pants or anything. Basically anything. Ikaw bahala magporma. And then also we started talaga releasing just the t-shirts kasi we just felt like it. Like the first release was like I didn't even sell it. I just gave it away to my friends and hey, here wear this logo t-shirt. Have it. Wala lang kasi trip ko Pero I don't want to sell it kasi feeling ko I'm proud of my work and maybe I'm gonna sell it when the time is right na. And then that was like a year later. So yeah, like I'm proud and happy of where the brand is now. Kasi we started with t-shirts.
So you
Yeah.
like the ubiquity. Parang it's so common to see. It would carry your brand if people wore it. You didn't care about if they bought it or not. Because recipient ako ng free t-shirts na yon. So nagpapasalamat pala
Oh,
ako
yeah,
dun.
yeah. Yes. Actually, kasi it also depends on what statement or graphic you put on the t-shirt, diba? Whatever message it brings, depende rin sa may gusto magsuot, diba? So, yeah, I mean, kahit kanino nababagay siya and it's more accessible. So, yun. For everyone to wear.
Perfect. Thank you. Let's go to Vince and
Thank you.
Emil. So, was a t-shirt one of the first things you ever designed or produced for DBTK?
Yes. Well, yung gaya nga nung pag-share namin kanina, nung naisip namin na gumawa ng sariling clothing line, ang una talagang papasok sa isip mo is shirts. Like what Vince shared a while ago, nilook up namin si Team Manila, si Nico Tamatic, na yun yung pinaka nakikita ko lagi. Yun yung gusto mo agad isuot. Yun yung lagi mong ma-represent bilang ikaw. So kumbaga, kung titingnan natin yung business side, talagang lahat ng tao nagsusuot ng shirts. So kumbaga, what better way to express kung ano yung message ng brand by making shirts muna. Kasi parang magi-introduce ka ng something new or something kumbaga bagong message naman. So yun nga, kumbaga yung sa amin, yung parang sinabi nga nila Chad kanina na yun yung accessible mismo and you just want your brand to be present, yung makita lang ng tao na, oy, merong DBTK, ano ba yung DBTK? Parang ganun. Yun lang. Ayun.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So, yeah, around the same reasons, no? And yeah, tama. I like it that you said something about the business sense, Emil, na ito na yung bibilhin eh. Ito yung nakikita mong sinusuot ng mga tao and they would probably need one. So, the decision is also not just creative, but also business. Thank you so much. Jowee, you guys started as a studio for design. It's not necessarily a shirt. And you could have just easily sold posters or mugs or I don't know, school supplies. But a t-shirt is what you've been always known for. So what led to that decision to, aside from the gifts that you mentioned earlier, what else was the parang reason or inspiration why it was finally a t-shirt that made Team Manila Team Manila?
I think yung during that time, meron kami mga tinitignan na mga graphic design studios din, like boutique graphic design studios sa New York or sa UK, na they also have their own products and they have their own small store like Bureau de Strap, yung mga ganon, and then t-shirt din yung naging medium nila for their message or extension ng design nila. So it was easier for us to, and plus sa studio lahat kami naka t-shirt saka shorts saka chinelas lang unless na merong dadating na client magsasapatos kami pero naka t-shirt pa lang kami nun. So natural na yung medium na yon to be after print. T-shirt naman yung next na carrier ng namin, ng graphic design namin. Actually before Team Manila, ang brand na kin-carry namin was graphic design lifestyle. Kasi we wanted to tell the story of graphic design or kung ano ba yung graphic design, what can it do. Kasi wala pa masyadong nagda-drag nung name na yon before, and it's part of our mission to parang ano ba ginagawa namin. We do graphic design. So, yun. Magandang extension siya for what we're doing, and it's easy nga, tama, it's easy to produce, easy to give away, so yun yung namin. choice namin. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So as you can see, for Team Manila, it became more of like a vessel to extend their brand, how they see design is and how it would impact their how they see uh, their brand as they have created it. No? So kung paano mo i-share yun, it's through something that's ubiquitous and somebody, I mean, even they use it. Okay, so we've heard about, I mean, the reason why you chose the T-shirt, and that's the reason, I mean, that's a good segue to our next question. Um, First and foremost, you guys are, creative businesses. And the question is, T-shirts are basically for a type of clothing, no? Siya yung pinaka-blank canvas for creativity. This is something that is usually asked, but this is about your design process. How do you approach designing T-shirts? No? Do you follow a trend? Is there a Filipino preference or a Filipino T-shirt design? If you want to comment on those kinds of, I mean, any of those questions, pwede. So approach number one, what's the brand's approach to designing T-shirts? And do you identify trends? Do you follow them? And is there a Filipino design in T-shirts? Let's start. Let's shake it all up. Simula naman tayo kay Jowee.
Mag-iisip pa lang ako eh. Sige, game.
Mabilis ka mag-isip eh. Wait, so yeah, approach and design muna.
Okay. Approach in design, one thing rin na gusto namin with Team Manila is we become a voice of our community. Kuwari, if their pulse is something dito sa topic na to or yung interest nila, and we see na hindi to nilalabas sa piece of clothing, we try to parang translate that yung voice nila or yung sentiments nila sa design. So whether it would be West Philippine Sea, whether it would be kung ano yung parang hilig nila right now, parang we become parang their voice. So that's one trend. Or parang yun ang nakikita naming trend. Tapos I think Filipino design is kung ano talaga yung kung ano talaga yung story natin. Like ano talaga yung influence natin, ano talaga yung unique na experiences natin. If we translate that into design, that's you own that, and being Filipino designer, that's your I think you can call that Philippine design if it's truly your your voice. So that's my take on that voice. Ano pa yung third or dalawa lang siya?
That's it. You've just
so,
kumbaga sa isaw natuhog mo na lahat. And one of my favorite Team Manila shirts is the street food series. There's just something in me that like would always be attracted to that design. So
that's
kita mo naman. That's staple, yeah, diba? So it's a Filipino story. I don't think any other culture would feature isaw on a T-shirt, but us. So it's true to what you just shared, and also social issues, which I've always loved about Team Manila. No, hindi lang tama nga. You can imagine saying that to somebody. You can wear your voice through your T-shirt. So thank you for the impact is insane. I could attest to it as a very outspoken person online.
Di ba, nagme-message pa ako sa'yo, di ba?
Yes!
Thysz, ano tingin mo dito sa
okay
na to?
Ba to?
Okay ba to? Magdagdag ka nga.
Okay ba to? So, oh my God, I remember those days.
Nagpapa-voting kami, stuff like that. So, yeah.
So, ang galing. Yes, I do remember those times. And it's not easy, but you guys did it anyway. So that's why you are appreciated. Next up, the DBTK kids. You're not kids anymore, but what is your approach in designing t-shirts? Iba ang variety ng
Siguro
DBTK.
for us,
yeah.
parang
But can
for
you share?
us siguro nag-start kami nung 2012. Actually naging reference namin before was mga cartoons kasi medyo actually nung time na yun until 2013, 2014 hinahanap namin kung nasaan kami. Kasi nga sabi nga namin pumasok kami dito na ano kaya tayo, hinahanap namin kung parang ano yung purpose namin sa pag-create ng t-shirt. And yun, nag-start kami sa mga pinapanood namin sila Droopy, yung Droopy na dog. Tapos, yung message namin from the beginning, yung isa mga quotes namin, Dream Big, Start Small. From 2012, parang yun yung nakita namin na meron kami. We have dreams and alam namin kung paano siya i-execute kahit small steps muna. And feeling ko doon nag-build yun from yung mga reference ang designs plus yung story na gusto namin i-share. Tapos yun, parang nag-evolve na lang nag-evolve talaga from there. And feeling namin yung nakita namin yung parang purpose na naiintindihan ng market namin yung message namin. Kasi yung DBTK or Don't Blame the Kids, meron kaming sariling meron kaming sariling pinagdaanan kung bakit yan yung name. And parang nakita namin yung opportunity rin sa ibang kids or sa market namin na kahit sila meron silang ibang definition kung ano yun . So parang nung nakita namin yun, parang alam mo mas nakakagana kasi mas nararamdaman namin yung support from there. And yun, parang yun yung parang easiest way rin talaga to promote yourself is through t-shirt rin talaga. Kaya until now parang nag-evolve na lang. Tapos yung kanina about yung trend, siguro yung trends is siguro sa silhouette ng shirt. Alam mo yun, talagang may moments gusto mo mag-sobra, pero kailangan mo rin mag-adjust for them. Siyempre parang kumbaga kung ito yung pinaka bread and butter, kumbaga you need to adjust rin sa customers mo. Part talaga siya. And yun, for me, kaya lang mas nagiging authentic is yung message na dinadala namin. Kung makikita niyo yung first three graphic tees na ginawa namin, until now, makikita niyo yung relevance talaga na kahit 9 years. Nakikita niyo na parang okay, yun pa rin talaga yun pa rin yung direction niya.
Saka parang dumating yung time kasi na puro, yung parang lagi tayo may message. Like kunyari si Dream Big, Start Small, parang need time to make time. Kumbaga parang laging may kasamang quotation or mga messages yun. To a point na parang dati sinasabi ko rin kay Vince na sige ganito gawin natin, first year natin. Bayaan mo na magbitaw tayo ng kung ano ba yung meaning, yung kung ano yung gusto natin na ipakita. So puro quotations, inspirational messages, kahit yung postings namin dati sa Facebook. Ganun din. To a point na parang
kahit logo na lang.
As years pass by, parang ang nangyari is, okay, kapag nakita nila yung DBTK, alam nila kung ano ibig sabihin yan. Meron lang tayong graphic, regardless kung ano yan, may intindihan nila, DBTK, alam ko kung ano yan. So, yun, parang nagkaroon lang ng impact.
Pero parang meron pa rin. And for example, kaya yung hoodie ko, syempre, DBTK lang, pero merong subtle na message dito na black on black lang na Dream Big, Start Small. So parang meron pa rin, alam mo, nandun pa rin talaga yung niya.
Kumbaga yung mga talagang tumatak sa utak nila na messages. Yun yung patuloy namin na nilalagay din or ini-imprint namin sa garments namin.
So would you say, guys, a lot of, like Jowee, they're trying to be the, to really hear the voice of their, clients, their community. Kayo din, you started from just basically giving them these inspirational messages. And then eventually there was a conversation na sila na yung nag-make ng sense dun sa unan yung nilabas. Is that right? Is that a right thing to say?
Yes. isa pa kasi sa nakikita namin is parang we inspire them na hindi parang kasi marami na kaming parang mga friends din na naggumawa rin ng brand dahil na-inspire sa what. Parang actually kami mismo na-inspire kami sa daily grind kila Sir Jowee, kila Chad, kila Nicolo na parang sila yung nauna eh. And na-witness namin na parang yun nga, pwede kang mag-enjoy at the same time pwede kang
yung voice mo.
Oo, hindi. Tapos, in terms of sa business, parang pwede kang mag-enjoy at kumikita at the same time. Parang yun yung nakita namin sa kanila. Kasi ako, college, alam mo, nagluluto ako. Tapos, makikita ko sa CSB, kasi nasa cafeteria ako, makikita ko, may grupo sila naka-Nick Automatic. Tapos parang ako, shit, gusto kong tapos yung meron akong friend si Penpen na sobrang daily grind fan na nagkaroon ako ng few dahil yung price din dati ganyan, tapos meron lang akong friend na every birthday and Christmas yun yung rineregalo na parang shit, tapos yung designs isa na yun, yung parang yung sa Nick Automatic na parang shit, sa nila naisip to. Tapos sa daily grind, Team Manila, yung very minimalist siya pero but on point talaga. Ang ganda ng message, ang ganda ng aesthetic ng design mismo, yung placing niya and all. And parang nabuo lang yun kung bakit yung DBTK is because dun sa mga nauna rin talaga. For me, yung respect namin yung and all for Nick and kila Chad, kila Sir Jowee. May impact talaga.
It's a fantastic ecosystem that is built, no? Imagine being inspired by creatives, and then you guys inspiring the future generations. I mean, part na si Madge ng future din kahit matagal na siya sa eksena. Pero yes, but thank you for sharing that. It's fantastic to hear. Madge, you next. What was the siguro sabihin na nating inspiration or like process in doing designs for episodes? Because one of my favorite T-shirts from you is the one with the battery, and
yes,
people don't get that. But it's so meaningful to me. So, like, what inspired those kinds of expressions on your T-shirts?
So with my designs and my thoughts, sabi ko sa sarili ko, I promised myself when we release designs, we won't do anything negative. We won't try to hit anyone or just for them to feel attacked. Not that type, We want to release because we want to and because it came from our hearts, something like that. I mean, yeah, it sounds gay, but yeah, mga ganun lang. But yeah, mostly we like positive energy na mga designs. So yun nga, yung positive energy that's actually sa battery nakalagay siya. It was one of the first designs and it came from the layout ng Energizer pa diba? But we actually released only a few, but we might restock kasi we really like it. Pero maybe next year pa. Kasi we're trying to look for quality printers for that. But yeah, anyway, going back to the other designs, I mostly get it from what I mentioned earlier, what we go through every day in life as people. With episodes kasi it was my way of coping up, not in the pandemic like I went through like a struggle at a point in my life, and making the brand, it helped me solve my problem. So yung episodes, I'm really thankful na yung brand helped me grow as a person. And yung mga other designs naman namin, of course, take inspiration from our OG brands. And if meron akong nagugustuhan, like, na kunwari, meron lang ako nakita, sabi ko, uy, ang ganda nitong, kunwari lang, Stussy na tea. I really like it.
Mm.
Yeah, hindi ko gagayahin, but I take inspiration and ano kaya pwede ko gawin dito? Maybe something better out of it, diba? Kasi
Mhm.
marami namang brand owners, they don't care. They want to make shirts for the heck of it, but I mean, no hate, but they want to do that, and that's totally fine. But when you make a brand and you know what you're doing and you want to deliver a message, then that's what you're gonna focus on, your design, and
Mhm.
nothing else. So yeah.
All right.
Uh,
Just sticking to your how you want your brand to be and have that kind of integrity. So I think that's what I'm taking away from your sharing. And it's very evident. The positivity is very evident. That's why I'm very proud to wear that shirt all the time. Um, all right. So next, maybe we'd wrap up this discussion with Chad. Um, Nick Automatic has a very distinct design language, and
Yes.
incredibly distinct. In fact, that you have a mascot in. I don't even know what does he have a name? Because I have probably too many shirts na nandun siya, and I've always loved wearing them. But I don't know. Take us through the inspiration for this character that's always on a Nick shirt, and when you wear it, it's just like immediately recognizable. Imagine building a brand like that. So take us through that kind of process and that the inspiration probably behind it.
Okay, so si Nick Automatic kasi nag-system out yung parang approach namin sa design from our childhood talaga. Funny yung story yung pagkagawa ng yung ulo na nakadila. Ano kasi yun dati we have a clothing line before Nick Automatic. It was called Venom 3. It was established at around 2007 in Cebu. So doon kami nagchichika-chikahan lang, inuman, tapos jam-jam, tugtugan. And then when the business was closing na kasi nag-aaway yung mga partners, yung big alam mo na. So may may sticker si Kuya bigla yung parang lang just a simple sticker tapos dinikit niya sa sa may glass tapos sabi niya tingnan mo to, Chad. Grabe to. Tapos sabi ko sa kanya, weh. Di nga. So yun, yung parang tapos sinabihan ko I mean like I asked him bakit nakadila yung tao, yung parang sabi lang niya, parang wala lang, gusto ko lang cartoons. Gusto ko lang to. So I asked him, may pangalan ba? Yun nga, same questions. Wala. Siguro ako to, nakadila lang. So yun, i-designed the logo, yung parang nakadila, and then just put Nick Automatic on the side, yung typography na parang varsity lang na typeface. And then we started selling yun nga, girly style, and then we had a store in a very small store in Cebu City na parang wala lang, benta lang. Hindi namin inakala nga nga mapapansin yun kasi it was really, really small and the place was really cramped, and then it was just at the side of the road na yung gilid niya is parang may basurahan lang. Parang ganun yung vibe. And then people started to come, and then they started to notice the logo na parang nakadila, and then parang parang nagustuhan nila. And then from there, yung approach lang talaga namin was more on the cartoons kasi hilig talaga kami sa mga cartoons ni Kuya. Dati nag-aagawan nga kami para lang makanood ng Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. Gusto ko kasi Nickelodeon, tapos siya gusto niya Cartoon Network kasi andun si Cow and Chicken. So yun, yung parang it was a very personal approach talaga, like anything that comes into our minds, like kahit like anything under the sun, kahit bata yan na nakaparachute or dragon na nakabisikleta, kahit dinadrawing lang namin, and then hindi namin nakala na gusto rin pala ng mga tao. So yeah, we just started to make anything under the sun, ano lang yung maiisip na kahit super random siya. And then yung parang vibe lang na gusto namin i-emit was good vibes lang. Kung ano yung mafe-feel mo na kung manonood ka ng cartoons, gusto namin yan i-translate sa t-shirt. Yung parang kapag makikita mo yan sa t-shirt, uy, ganda ng shirt mo, ganda ng character niya na, yung ganyan na vibe. So, yeah, I agree with what Vince and Emil said about just enjoying sa business and just putting like anything there and just be yourself and just parang ano lang ba? You just try to do anything that you can without expecting validation from others na maganda baka ya to, or like we're not trying to really perfect the craft. We're just being ourselves and then just putting it out there, and then yun lang, that is our approach to the design. And then ngayon ano lang, parang nag-evolve lang siya kasi we got also inspired by the people around us who are building brands din, that yung parang may mga message na din, yung mga ganyan. So like, gusto din namin makapag-inspire ng mga tao eh. So yun. So we had designs like yung parang handmade world domination, where we emphasize parang craftsmanship talaga ng mga tao locally, especially here in Cebu. Like gusto talaga namin, dati yung goal namin is parang gusto namin i-represent talaga si Cebu kasi andito lang kami sa ano eh, parang probinsya kami, yung ganyan yung vibe dati. And then parang ngayon parang naku-close na lang, parang wala nang gap ngayon eh, because of internet, yun nga, yung ganun. Kasi dati ano lang eh, yung mga pop-up stores, and then you have to go to like somewhere like to shop, and you have to have a store, yung parang ganun. So it was really a challenge back then for us Cebuanos on how to market our product nationally. Kasi we're just here in Cebu. Yun nga, it's kind of hard. And then yun nga, napansin lang kami, just a little walkthrough lang, napansin kami ng mga ibang banda like Chikusai, like Typecast, Urban Dub. Yun nga, it started out with Urban Dub kasi si Urban Dub kasi taga Cebu yan eh. And then nagustuhan din nila, then they started to rep it, and then we had recognition na din sa Manila and all the other parts in the Philippines. And then yun. So that's our approach, and then that's how it resonated.
Perfect. I remember all of this quite clearly too. And you know, and laki ng impact niya ng representation nyo of regional creativity and design, no? So I've always liked that. Show of hands quickly, since we're going to go to a different topic. And Chad has shared this earlier, I mean, from what he told us about how hard it is to market to the entire Philippines, given that we're an island archipelago, you know, as a nation. So show of hands, can you, who here agrees that even though there was a pandemic and then there was a lockdown, we are limited to to our own homes, but the resurgence of online shopping helped us reach more, help the businesses, your businesses reach more in terms of a national level, a national scale of selling. Would you agree? Raise your hand if you agree. You all agree. Okay, so that's the next question that I have. There has been an incredible challenge with businesses for the past year because of the pandemic and the lockdowns. The impact on t-shirts as a marketable item, especially because it's worn, was huge, because some people didn't think of buying anything new. So, what is the current biggest challenge in t-shirt production, given that we're actually going towards pa-okay na, no? It's not, the pandemic is not ended. We don't see the end of it yet. But we feel that there's already an opportunity to not be as hard hit as 2020. 2021 is presenting itself as a year that we could start rebuilding. So ano ang pinaka-big challenge ngayon sa t-shirt production? And meron akong in-introduce dito sa question. What would you like to start, stop, and continue for this industry? So maybe a quick run through. Let's shake things up. Let's start with Madge. What do you think pinaka-challenge pinaka-challenge dude ng industry nyo right now?
Yeah, so sa production, maybe kasi ngayon nag-production kami sa episodes. It's probably the lead time kasi 'di ba, I get it, it's the pandemic, all of us are adjusting, but it comes down to the lead time they're promising you. So it's usually kunwari lang for t-shirts with prints, and then marami silang load, 2 to 3 weeks. Pero kung sobrang dami talaga, like more than 100 pieces yung papagawa mo, then it could take up to a month. Pero matagal na yon. And yung hassle doon is, yung challenge doon is na-delay yung process mo. Kung kailan mo gusto i-release yung collection mo. Kunwari, diba may release? Kami, actually, ito, like, hindi siya example. Talagang ito, meron kaming dapat supposedly release ng summer. But, yeah, it's medyo rainy na din. Pero, i-release pa rin namin kasi sayang eh. And of course, there's also a story to what we're gonna release. So, I want the world to hear it, to see it. And I really want to share it. So, yun ang one of the struggles sa episodes. And then, maybe sa stockroom siguro, I want to share kasi kami ni Mong to. Maybe it's the foot traffic. I get it. Yeah, pandemic again. So, we'd like to follow safety protocol. So, meron naman tayo nun. But yeah, iba pa rin yung energy ng meron papasok, diba? Labas-pasok. Meron kang kakausapin ng mga customers from time to time na, kamusta? Tapos i-introduce mo lang yung store. Iba pa din yung energy nun compared sa mga live selling rin na ginagawa namin ngayon. Para additional sa benta. Kasi open naman kami now, physically, but we garner sales more on live selling, honestly. Yeah, so
there's
far,
an adaptation.
Yeah, so far so good naman. We're just really adapting and adjusting to it, but hopefully in the near future everything gets back to normal.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Madge. Let's go to the DBTK boys. So what are the current challenges? Madge was focused on lead time, so delivery ng kung ano mang kailangan nila na production, no, for the t-shirts. How about you guys? Give me, maybe something na pinaka comes to mind, a challenge this time.
Siguro for us kasi ngayon nagiging na kami, yung nagiging tiyatry namin na 1 year plan out na. So parang pinractice na namin siya for 2 years na parang dapat advance na tayo ng 1 year. And maraming challenges talaga doon kasi yung production, yung designs mo prepared for summer, pero actually yung last year namin yung Godspeed collection, naging siya April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months na yung rinaran namin, parang 3 or 4 products per month lang kasi hindi talaga kaya ng production. And yun, siguro yun yung isa sa mga namin, yung challenge namin. Tapos siguro slightly overstock kasi syempre nagplan ka na siguro yung 6 target, etc. And yung overstock na yun, talagang nangyari siya nung last year kasi nga yun nga, prepared ka and all, tapos nangyari yun. And kanina sabi ni Maj, yung foot traffic, yan talaga nagka-problem. Nag-stop yung nag-stop yung operations namin sa online. Tinatry namin talaga na yung staff namin kahit work from home, yung mga artists namin actually until now work from home pa rin. And yun, ano pa ba yung ano natin? Yun, delayed projects, marami kami projects na namin ini-execute na dapat last year pa. Yung for example, yung collaboration namin with Carrots by Anwar Carrots, yun dapat mga November pa yan, pero yung package from US 4 or 5 months bago dumating dito sa ano, kasi made in US lahat ng products. Kaya yun yung isa sa mga naging ano namin na parang parang alam mo yun, naglabas ka na and all, tapos syempre inaano mo. So okay pa ba siya? Perfect pa ba yung drop? Okay pa ba yung design? Kasi ngayon ang bilis na nangyayari. Everyday may bago talaga.
Actually, yung isa pang is kailangan mo na lang talaga na yung during the pandemic, ang tanong mo sa sarili mo is paano ka magsusurvive? Kasi meron kang goal Yung 2019 mo, ang goal mo is, okay yung ano natin, yung nagawa natin for 2019, so paano natin maihigitan yung year na to. Tapos bigla nagkaroon ng pandemic. So kumbaga na-adjust So for example, yung sinabi ni Vince na overstock, nag-adjust na kami ni Vince ng quantity, pero meron lang kami stock. Nag-order, pero biglang hindi kukunin. So lahat patong sa amin, napunta sa amin lahat ng stocks na yon. So kami yung responsible, kami mismo yung nagbenta pa nun. Kaya talagang mahirap yung nangyari. Up to now, affected pa rin talaga yung industry. Kami mismo.
Lalo na alam mo naman kapag Saturday, Sunday, family, mga family lakad sa labas, mga simple na ganun. Tapos gusto ko punta sa DBTK or gusto ko punta sa Brat Pack, bibili ako ng bagong release ng DBTK or gusto ko ng DBT. Ngayon, syempre yung market rin namin is around 13 onwards. Tapos syempre 13 to 17 hindi pwede lumabas at doon pa lang mas bata yung market namin, apektado Ngayon, gusto nung bata bumili ng kahit anong shirt, sasabihin siguro nung magulang, saan mo gagamitin? Or isa pa, nag-iipon. Ano ba yung way ng pag-iipon nila? Binibigyan sila ng baon. So wala, doon kami na parang kaya alam mo yun, tinatry na lang namin best possible way kung ano yung pwede pa namin gawin. Kaya nga actually mas namin, kunyari yung vlogs namin, gumawa kami ng ways talaga para alam mo yun, marinig pa rin yung voice ng brand na iba't ibang platform, social media platform, kahit TikTok pinasok namin, pero hindi kami sumasaya. Gumagawa kami ng kahit ano. And siguro yun kasi ang bilis talaga, kahit kami, ba't yung TikTok? Ayun, mag-TikTok. Tapos nakakita ako ng isang article na ang TikTok hindi lang pang sayaw-sayaw yan. Parang pwede para ma-share yung content mo. Tapos doon namin na-realize na iba pala siya. Iba siya sa Twitter, iba siya sa Instagram, iba siya sa Facebook. Iba yung content, iba yung creativity na mailalabas mo doon. For me, yun nga yung pag-adapt, sabi ni Madge, na kailangan talaga part talaga yan, part ng para mag-survive ka. And yun, despite sa nangyayari ngayon, alam mo yun, ine-enjoy pa rin namin. Alam mo yun, hindi siya yung tulad dati na kung pipilahan ka, hindi ganun yung nangyayari ngayon. Pero yun nga, tinatry namin yung best pagdating sa online, yung service namin. Nagkaroon kami ng customer service na dati ako lang nagsasabot lahat talaga ng, kasi ako yung pagdating sa social media, ako talaga naghahawak ng Twitter, Facebook, ng Instagram. Parang ako pa rin lahat yun. So, ngayon, syempre, mga complaints, ganyan, minsan hindi mo maano. So, yun, nag-hire na kami ng customer service talaga para talaga ma-serve yung concerns nila sa shipments, ganyan. And nakatulong siya ng sobra-sobra rin sa amin. And parang isa rin sa mga para mag-survive rin yung brand. Siyempre, may staff kami na, marami na rin kaming staff na responsible kami. And yun, kailangan namin i-check talaga bawat isa talaga. kung ano.
Mhm.
So kahit yung sa mga vaccines, yung kailangan namin ma-monitor sa kanila kung yung mga ganung bagay. So yun.
Amazing. Amazing that you mentioned about caring for your staff. Because ang laking impact nun, number one, right? So I hope, yeah, I hope more and more businesses think that way. So thanks for sharing that, Vince and Emil. Let's move to Chad, who is the Chief Financial Officer of their company. So for sure, ikaw yung unang nakakita nung pinaka damning effects of the pandemic and the lockdown. So, how did you guys do some pivots? I mean, we're on the discussion of challenges, and I think the entire room is in agreement that that's our biggest one right now. So, we are on like the verge of going through a better year than 2020. How was it for the Nick Automatic people, and how are you guys to borrow a term from DBTK, surviving?
Okay, so before nung nag-lockdown, we had major problems talaga sa manufacturing, I mean sa t-shirt production namin dati. Like we had suppliers na super sakit sa ulo. So just to tell you the truth, guys, we had like a very damaging, like almost 1 million peso rejects worth of merchandise before the lockdown. So it was it was really hard. It was a really hard phase for us, but then it was kind of timely din because we had the time to think about that problem, and like the world came into a pause kasi when
Yes.
the lockdown started So yung problems namin sa supplier, it came to a halt. So parang like 2 to 3 months siguro we were just thinking of a way rather of on how to solve the problem. So with that, so there were legal matters involved, may mga attorney na involved and whatsoever. So around those times, while the commotion was going on, we were starting to rebuild and reformat on how we can improve on the quality, the consistency, and the timeliness of the production. And somehow, thank you God, when the lockdown got lifted, and then we moved on to ECQ and ECQ, QQQQ. So when we moved on to that, yung online sales naman namin, naging okay naman din siya. So far, I was kind of shocked din na naging okay siya. Like, we didn't really expect that people were buying our product still, even though people weren't earning that much that time. So, yung ginawa na lang namin, parang gumawa kami ng sarili naming manufacturing, and then we started to find other suppliers din na nag-fit talaga sa gusto namin na quality, the timeliness and everything, yung consistency nila, and then na-solve na din yung problem that day. But it was a very that problem woke us up sa Nicotomatic talaga, na now that we experienced it, we know what to do na because of that. So we we overcame that problem about timeliness, consistency, and quality. And then the next challenge naman is on how we can improve pa more on our t-shirts and other variants na mga products, and of course maintaining, of course it's all about the consistency, and then maintaining the craftsmanship talaga. And what I mean about this is not just the printing, but also the sewing of the fabric to the making the shirt, and then the cutting and everything. So yun talaga yung pinaka tutok namin sa ngayon, kasi as time passed by, yung mga tao hindi lang tingnan lang, hindi lang yung inisip nila, tingin lang sila sa t-shirt, uy, maganda yan. Ngayon, hindi kasi ganyan eh. Tinitingnan na talaga nila yung t-shirt ng maigi. Like, they look at the stitches and how it is properly made. Like that, like, how does it fit into the body. Parang ganun, mas mabusisi na sila sa ganyan. So, yung na lang, next challenge for us naman is how can we listen to the customers, and then how can we apply it to our production, and of course how we can maintain that level of quality all the time, the consistency. And then I think that's about it. And then I think it's all about consistency talaga, like the timeliness, quality, everything. Like kung hindi man maintain, dapat mag-i-improve all the time. So that is a real challenge for all of us, not just for Nick Automatic, but all of us here in this talk right now.
Yeah, I feel that very much because it's wild to think that you have a lot of suppliers na nga, meron kang resources, etc. And then it all comes crashing down, and what you've been holding on to as your most integral part of your business na consistency, mawala lang bigla, no? So I could not have, I can't start to imagine what happened with the items that you just mentioned. The million peso loss that you had. I'm so sure that's a freaking headache, but I'm happy that you guys are starting to move past it and regain that loss. And well, through efforts like this, maybe tuloy-tuloy na yung improvement na yun. Jowee, to close off this discussion on challenges, you guys had, well, given that you're a 16-year-old brand, you have had so many challenges, incredible ones that a lot of it I know. But can you share? But can you share current ones? I mean, you're a paragon in terms of a brand in the country. If we would listen to you, kung paano nyo I mean, what makes, ano pa bang nasa challenge ang Team Manila? Napagdaanan nila lahat.
Marami.
So, parang saan pa ba kayo nasa challenge? Sige.
Actually, totoo yun. It's very common yung production for everyone, including us. Like especially last year, no, yung supply chain ng fabric, ng cotton, ng mga lahat 'yan. Kung magpapagawa ka ng tela, either one of those suppliers would either stop or parang hindi kumukuha ng orders. So, yun, that's really challenging for us. So, kailangan rin mabilis ka mag-design. So we last year we also put up our own manufacturing, like a small like sewing. So doon na talaga kami nakaka-order, dedicated yung production for that for that company. And now we're starting to open up to parang developing and taking orders for other brands. So, yun. Para rin makatulong, di ba? So, kung medyo stable na yung supply, and then kaya pa yon maging other business, like ginagawa nila Nick Automatic. So, it solves a lot of things. So, yun. Good to really move fast. Another thing is, yeah, tama ka, guys, yung online saved us. I think it was just last year that we opened Shopee, or ilang months ago lang yung Shopee na tumatakbo before the pandemic. And then, so timely talaga yon, and we see the growth of that channel. Really investing on pag nag-close yung physical, ang natira na lang ng team is to do online. Tutukan niya, buhusan natin ng effort yung online. So, ganun talaga. You have to be, even if you're a big group already, kailangan mo, you have to be nimble, you have to be fast in deciding your kung saan ka magpo-pour ng resources mo. One thing na killer din is rent. That's a challenge. So, rent ng studio, like 1 year na hindi siya ginagamit, stuff like that. So, yun, medyo na-delay kami doon. We just parang decided to work from home and then give up the space in Makati, just do the stores and warehouses. So, yung mga ganong decisions, you have to really talk to your partner and then decide na ano ba talaga yung gagawin natin. So, yeah, yun yung, I think that's one thing na pwedeng mapulot. And also, like, yung sa for other brands, talk to other brands, your friends. Good thing we have parang mga contemporaries din na nagtatanungan kami. When we started out, yan sila Tribo Sandals, kung ano na yung mga problema na nagawa nila before. I-share din naman nila yan sa inyo eh. So you learn from their challenges as well. So okay din yan, reach out to your contemporaries. I'm sure meron ka mapupulot sa kanila. So, and like talks like this, meron ka mapupulot na mga diskarte. So yeah, yun yung mga ginawa namin sa mga challenges last year.
Tama.
Yeah.
Good thing that you shared about the kind of help that you can expect from your community, no? I guess no one else would understand you more than your contemporaries. So, I think yun yung isa sa reason kung bakit dapat ang isang brand ay mabait. I mean, let's have these kinds of linkages para makausap mo si Chad, makausap mo si Jowee, makausap mo ang DBTK, di ba? Makausap mo si Episodes. Paano kung salbahe ka eh? Bahala ka sa buhay mo. Di ba? So, yun. Isa yun. To surmount those challenges, number one possibly is to be kind. So, isa yun sa mga gustong-gusto kong i-share. Anyway, so to wrap everything up, I'm very happy with how our discussion went. I've learned so much from all of you guys. Kids who are listening or watching this will want to know what your message is to them. No? So messages of encouragement. What if there was somebody who was just starting to think, parang gusto ko ng t-shirt brand. I have an idea for something really, really good that I have not seen and it's something honest from me, no? From myself. So, given that all those challenges are happening and I don't know, the market is not too encouraging to start any creative endeavor, but that's where we flourish sa adversity. Doon tayo nagiging mas fantastic ang mga naiisip natin. Tumatapang tayo, no? Kasi feeling natin end of the world na. So dito na wala na, no more fear. We want to do it. We want to do what we want to do. So to these people, what are your words of encouragement? Something to share, no? For sure, lahat ng nakikinig at or nanonood sa atin ay excited marinig to. Shake things up ulit tayo. Madge naman na magsimula. Or isa may nagsimula kanina. I think ikaw nagsimula kanina. Sige, okay.
Ako ba?
Yes, go Madge, go Madge. Message sa kung sino man. Actually, not just t-shirt making, you know. Maybe communities. Like, baka naman may gustong gumawa ng komunidad na iba naman ng topic, di ba?
Actually, there are a number of communities, you know, like inspired. I can say inspired by the third world because before wala naman kaming kasabayan. But you know, I'm happy to see it and there's no competition in it naman. And siguro yung message to everyone is maybe if you want to start a brand, don't be scared. It's okay to be scared at first, but you'll never know if you don't try. So it's always okay to step out of your comfort zone. And yeah, ask away lang down the comment section. If you guys have any questions, then all of us would be happy to answer it, or message us lang sa mga pages namin kasi we can attend to you guys. From Nick Automatic, Team Manila, Thysz, and of course, DBTK. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you, Madge. So, yes, Chad, ikaw naman, what can you say about somebody young looking up to you and trying to start a business like yours?
Guys, ano lang, chill lang. Don't get scared. So, ano lang, don't get scared and just do it. Just do it. Sabi ni Nike, just do it eh. And then, yun nga, sabi ni Madge naman, you'll never know unless you try. And then, of course, how would you learn if you didn't even start it at all, diba? It's better to do something than do nothing. And it's always a good thing to remind yourself na it's better to do to improve 1% every day. Kahit ang liit man lang yan, kahit you just write a few words into your plan, like planning notebook or whatever, that's something already. And then you just have to do something about it in the near future when you're ready, maybe, diba? And then, of course, don't be scared to fail. Kasi a lot of us here sa mga speakers ngayon, we failed lots and lots of times already. And then, yung common thing lang talaga sa amin is we never back down from a fight. And then, of course, we always try to survive. And galing to from the heart talaga eh. Kasi love namin yung ginagawa namin. And sana, when you start the business or like the community that you want to start, sana love mo rin yung ginagawa mo para patuloy-tuloy lang. Whatever comes, G lang, flow lang.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chad. Para kung ako yung kinakausap mo, I like it. Parang inspired ako. All right, next, Vincent, Emil, what can you say to somebody who wants to start something that like what you guys did?
Siguro for us 9 years ago, wala kaming idea kung paano umpisahan to. And siguro isa kami sa siguro naka-witness na i-try mong gawin kung gugustuhin mo talaga. Kasi number one, yun nga, dapat mahal mo to eh. For sure naman yung mga nandito na mga nanonood is syempre interested talaga gumawa ng something, ng brand or artist ba siya or what. And siguro yun nga, huwag ka matakot. Maganda rin yung parang support ng nung nag-start kami, yung sa friends, yung encouragement din na bro, gagawa kami ng brand. Parang, uy, okay yan. Parang And siguro yun, kasi kami nag-start kami na nag-fail agad. Bumili kami agad dati before nagano kami sa mga ibang friends namin na na meron para marunong mag-silk screen. Tinanong kasi namin kung ano ba yung best maganap ng supplier or gawa ka ng sarili. And sabi niya, gawa ng sarili kasi mas makakamura ka. And nung bumili kami, alam mo, pumunta kami monumento ni Kuya. Talagang tinry namin lahat. Pumunta kami monumento, bumili kami ng mga rotary machine, mug making, etc. Yung mga worth 50k, 100k na package. Bumili kami para lang i-try yun. And nag-fail kami. Meron kaming 100 shirts. Lahat pangit talaga yung pagkaka-silk screen. Pati kami lang nagsi-silk screen. Kasi kapag yung iba yung gumagawa yung marunong, mukhang madali. Sabi mo, dali lang pala, kaya natin. Nung kami na ni Kuya, alam mo yun, nakikinig pa naman kami ng Mac Miller ng Donald Trump na parang sobrang kami, pumped kami, tapos parang pagka-silk screen, parang fuck, ano to? Ba't ganito? Nag-start kami, tas ang iniisip ko lang nung time na yun, ang iniisip ko na lang na makakaraos din after 2 or 3 months. Iniisip ko na yung 2 or 3 months na yun na parang, nangyayari to ngayon eh. Kailangan mangyari to ngayon eh. Despite na nag-uumpisa kami, ganyan. Kasi parang gusto namin tong ginagawa namin and talagang nangyari. And before, yung multiply days namin, nag-fail na rin kami. So para sabi ko, part lang to ng ano.
Siguro at ko lang is sobrang importante ng mindset. Kasi ano yan eh, nung in-start namin yung DBTK, wala na eh. Nung sabi namin, kapag sinimulan natin to, wala nang titigil. Regardless kung anong mangyari, yan na yun. So, kumbaga, sa mga aspiring entrepreneurs or those who plan on having their own clothing line, ito yan eh. Unahin mo na magkaroon ka ng positive mindset. Dapat gusto mo talaga yung gagawin mo. Dapat mahal mo yung gagawin mo. Dahil kapag dumating yung time, kahit hindi pandemic ngayon, dumating lang yung time na magkaroon ka ng challenge, aayaw ka na. Kasi parang hindi mo makita yung wala kang vision eh. Ang vision dapat is 5 years from now, anong balak mo gawin? Kumbaga yung sa amin is, yun nga, in-start namin yung brand is talagang, okay, 5 years, ito yung vision namin. Kaya yung sabi ni Vince na bili kami ng rotary machine, after 100 shirts, palpak lahat. Hindi pa rin kami tumigil. Bakit? Kasi nandun yung mindset na, hindi, ito yung goal natin. No? Kumbaga yung mga roadblocks na yan, ano lang yan eh. Naka 4x4 ka dapat. Parang okay lang yan. Kaya mong anuhin yan. Kaya mong daanan lahat yan. Kasi after nyan, nandun ka na sa finish line. No? So, alam mo yun, nandun lang yun sa unahin mong, mauuna ang mindset. Dahil kapag nawalan ka ng parang gana or nagkaroon ka ng challenges,
mawala lang yung momentum.
Ako na nagsasabi, talo ka.
Thank you so much, guys. Talking about mindset and talking about that kind of resiliency na hindi titigil pag nagkaroon ng challenges or ano mang mangyari sa'yo. Let's hear from somebody who's been there for 16 years. So,
tuloy-tuloy lang.
years, dude. So, Jowee, what can you share? Ano ba yung momentum na yan? Ano ba yung hindi pagtigil na yan, no?
Yeah, ang ganda ng mga na-share. Like yung passion, yung love for what you're doing, tama lahat yan. Also, from my experience, kailangan meron kang kabatuhan na ng ideas. Maganda rin na you share your parang meron rin kumukontra sa'yo, merong nag-a-agree sa'yo, meron kang ang ganda yan, magandang makahanap ng ganon. And I'm lucky to have Mon and yung mga kasama namin sa Team Manila kasama namin throughout the years na nagsasuggest, tumutulong. So that's really important, yung mga people around you. Another thing is more practical thing. You're in it, aside from the passion, of course, diba? You're in it, if you're in it for the long run, of course, you want to be sustainable. And we're in a business of creativity. And you have to be sustainable. And it's a business, you have to look at the numbers. Practical side. Kailangan mo rin, you should know the business side as well. So, ano yung mga kailangan mo? Early on, isa sa mga mentors namin sinabi, kumuha kayo ng accountant. O, pag kaya nyo na magpasweldo ng accountant, kumuha kayo ng accountant. Kailangan maayos books nyo. Kailangan alam nyo yung stocks nyo. Yun ang mga hindi magandang side nung or minsan tinatamad tayo na kasi creative tayo or what. Pero in reality, this is a creative business. And we have to experience that and learn that. So, yun na yun. Go na tayo sa love and passion and okay na tayo dyan. Doon na tayo sa sakit ng ulo. HR, business, accounting, budgeting. but that's part of the game. So if you um, cover that and then enjoy the ride, tama yon. We will have challenges every day. Just we need to survive that one, and then kung merong time, look back, appreciate kung saan na kayo, and we'll get through this one. So, and we'll have another 16, 20, 30 years with new plans, new challenges. Yeah, so there. Thank you. Yes.
Fantastic. I will want to see the very end of that. Sinulat lahat. So um so guys, just imagine those kinds of parting words. No, I hope everyone listening, watching, are able to share this and understand this and remember this. It's an incredible opportunity to start your own business. And sabi nga ni Jowee, a creative business at that. It's a most special way of starting a business, especially in the Philippines. The theme of this talk is the business and relevance of t-shirts. I think we're successful in getting all of that in. The overarching theme of this whole event is Damako Lahi Ko. So this is in celebration of our Independence Day in June 12. We would like to invite everyone to be at the exhibit from June 11 to 13 at Rockwell, featuring the brands. Is it all brands that we have here right now, and many others? Okay, so we're inviting everyone to join that. And I think I'm gonna leave with a parting word, or like an idea, a thought, because this is from one of my favorite books about streetwear and its history. I don't know if you probably know Bobby Kim of Bobby Hundreds. He wrote a book called "This Is Not a T-Shirt," which ironically talks about t-shirts and how Bobby Hundreds, the brand, started, and the impact that it did to many, many lives, no, sa buong company niya. The reason why he named it "This Is Not a T-Shirt" because a t-shirt is not just a t-shirt. He argued that a t-shirt is an expression, a t-shirt is an ideology, a t-shirt is a canvas, a t-shirt is most of all a community. So his book didn't just talk about t-shirts as something you can buy and wear, but a community that you could belong to. All these brands are communities in themselves. So parting thought to everyone, more than creating one thing, more than creating a t-shirt, try to build a community around the integrity of your brand. How you feel, how you understand that it could stand 16 or more years as a business. So thank you so much to our speakers, Chad, Madge, Vince, Emil, and Jowee, of course. Thank you for your time and sharing your wisdom. I'm coming out of this with even more learning that I thought I had. So thank you. Just imagine this for everyone listening. Thank you for the opportunity, Perviewer, and Wear Your Story. The team is fantastic. Thanks for making this happen. And see you all at the exhibit. So thank you so much. Have a nice evening, everyone. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Guys.
Psst! Yee! Kumain ka na? Kwentuhan tayo. In 3, 2, once upon a time, may mga islands. May balangay, may baybayin, tapos may dumating. Ni hao! Ketal? Konnichiwa! Hello! And so, andito na nga tayo. How do you feel about being Filipino? What do you feel about Filipino culture? Ay,
Daming feelings. Kaya, what if, baka naman, malay natin.
we can take the power back. Damako Lahi Ko, a call to celebrate Filipino culture through our 5 senses. Every June 12, Araw ng Kalayaan, or kahit buong buwan, deserve natin yan. Pasok, ma'am, sir! Ang 5 pandama. Paningin. Paningin celebrates Filipino sites through photos, videos, and visual arts. Paningin. Pandinig. Pandinig celebrates Filipino sounds and music. Pandinig. Panlasa. Panlasa celebrates Filipino food and drink across 7,641 islands and beyond. Panlasa. Pangamoy. Pangamoy celebrates Filipino scents in nature, food, and more. Pangamoy. Pansalat. Pansalat celebrates Filipino touch and textures through creation and craft. Pansalat. Celebrate and share using the hashtag Damako Lahi Ko. Sige na please. Filipino culture and creativity can uplift every Filipino. If we can see it, hear it, taste it, smell it, touch it, we can live it, we can love it, we can share it with the world.
Damako lahi ko.
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 Damako Lahi Ko.